telling you, I'm killing it. I'm so looking forward to this weekend. I'm like over the moon. So it's hot. It's really, really hot here in Southern California. We're having some kind of a heat wave. It's June and it's like 96, 97 degrees. I mean, it is up here. Well, as you know, my son is in the Scouts, or as you should know, my son is in the Scouts. And this weekend is a scouting event, but this weekend it is a mountain biking event. So I have upgraded Hayden from the Specialized. He was riding a Specialized Epic for a while. In fact, I'll show you what that was over here inside the garage. I've cleaned the garage up a little bit so it's not so embarrassing. But right here is the Specialized Epic that he was riding. And now this time he's going to go up and he's going to ride the Giant. So Hayden's been upgraded to the Giant. This is a Giant Rain Advanced 1. So it's from 2017. It's got the 27.5 plus, right? So it's got the 2.5 and the 2.6 tires on it. It's running Maxxis tires, front and rear. It's got the DHF on the front, and then it's got that weird name on the back. Not a DHR. It's got the Assegai, I think is what it's called. The Assegai on the back of it. So he's set. I mean, oh my gosh, could a 14-year-old ride a better bicycle to go mountain biking with his friends in Big Bear? I think not. I'll be doing the hard duty. So I'll be riding the Ridley. Let's see if I can get you in there a little bit better. So I'll be riding the Ridley cyclocross bike. The Ridley's all set up for off-road. It's got off-road gearing, and I love it. I really do. But I went mountain biking with Hayden on a training run yesterday, and I'm not going to lie. My big frame, I'm back up to. Do I tell you? Yeah. Can I trust you people? I think I can trust you. I'm back up to 225. So I want to get back down to 205. 205 was where, if you looked at videos like 3 years ago, my face was like, right? And so I want to get back to, having a chin and not having this here. So I want to lose the other 20 pounds. I can do it. It's like COVID weight. It'll go away. If I just stop drinking beer and bourbon by the glass, it'll go away. But I'm going to be dipping out on the Ridley. Now, the Ridley is, admittedly, it is a more difficult ride. No suspension, drop bars, the whole thing, right? So it's the cyclocross experience. But it climbs like a mountain goat. And so the Giant doesn't climb so well. The Giant's great for coming down the hill with dual suspension and 170 millimeters of travel. The Ridley is a great climber. It's like a mountain goat. But coming down is a little painful sometimes, for me anyway. I've got that broken collarbone that never did heal, never did join. So I just kind of have this weird hinge in my shoulder. And so we'll be riding that. But here's another reason why I'm excited. 85, 90% of this video, you've been looking at the back of this van. I built this van over the last year. I couldn't be more excited about using it for what it was built for. So we're going to Holcomb Valley up in Big Bear. So it's about 10, 15 degrees cooler than it is here. So it's going to be really nice and pleasant. It's going to be great camping. And it's at a campsite. So it's a developed campsite that we're going to with the Scouts, but there's like no restrooms, no electrical, nothing like that. Now, here's why I like the camper van so much. If you look there, you can see the black line that's coming down from the ceiling. That is the wiring that's coming in from the solar. So I have 600 watts of solar on the roof. That 600 watts of solar goes down and powers batteries that are in a cabinet down there. Those batteries go up and an inverter. That inverter powers the microwave, powers the TV. Now, I'm not running TV at camp with the Boy Scouts, but when I'm on the road, it's an extra work center for me. So I plug in the laptop and it's an extra screen. So I have a multi-screen work center when I'm on the road. That bed right there, that sofa extends into a sofa sleeper. It's a queen-size bed when it's extended, so it extends through this. But you'll notice, instead of doing a platform bed across the back of it, I did the sofa sleeper, and that allows me to take the 2 bicycles as cargo inside the van instead of outside the van. So when I close this van, the whole van fits in a normal parking spot. So it was a SWAT truck back in the day. So, it has all the lights like a SWAT truck. The front lights with the red and blue I had to take off because it's illegal for a guy like me to have red and blue lights on the top of his van. But I still have them. They're right there next to my work center. So, inside the van, I was able to fix all that. So, sofa sleeper, microwave, running water. I don't know if you can see up there. Let me get in here better for you. Okay. If you look up in there, whoop, there we go. Okay. We've got 20 gallons of water that plumb into it. And then it just exits right out the bottom of the truck. So we're good there. I mean, what am I getting rid of, right? I'm rinsing a coffee mug or I'm brushing my teeth. It's not that big of a deal. So it just goes right out the bottom of the truck. At a campsite, definitely not a big deal. And yeah, stoked. The refrigerator I bought a refrigerator for the van, and it worked great for one day. So we're waiting for the exchange unit to come in on that. So we're back to the cooler on this thing. So I'm not excited about a cooler full of ice, water getting in all the stuff that we bring with us, but looking real forward to getting that refrigerator replaced. Now, just to show you what the refrigerator was, it was this unit right here. There we go. I got it, and it worked for one day. So they've agreed to exchange it, which is wonderful. And we're going to go ahead and exchange that refrigerator and get that installed into the van. I've set it up so that it's hardwired to the van. So to the solar and the inverter and the end. So the refrigerator run all the time based on solar. Won't cost anything to run it once it's in there. So it's fantastic. I do weird things. The van's parked in my driveway, and like I'll charge my phone in there, my tablet, my computer. I don't know. I get excited because I built it and it works. So that solar's up on top, and it doesn't cost anything once the solar's installed to charge those things. And so I keep the batteries up in the van all the time with the solar. And it's got 4 batteries. So those 4 batteries are constantly charged by solar. And then I've got the inverter that changes that solar power to be able to run anything from the house. So, the microwave, the Bluetooth speaker, the TV, all of that stuff is plugged into the inverter. Things like the interior lights that you saw, the pump for the running water, all that stuff is connected to a 12-volt fuse block that I installed over the batteries. So all that's in there. It's perfect. To be installed in the van, we are going to move the diesel heater from the counter down to the floor, and so that'll give us more space on the counter, and we're going to put it on the floor under the sink, so hopefully that won't interfere with using the sink. And then we're going to build a butcher block countertop to go across that whole counter then that way. We want to extend over the microwave and make like a full bookshelf in there. It might be a wine shelf, but for now let's call it a bookshelf, since this is a vehicle on the road. We don't tell people like we're taking our wine cellar with us on the trip. But anyway, there'll be shelves in there that'll be built in all the way to the top. Where you just saw the lights up here, like all the lights into the ceiling, I want to pull that down, and I want to make a really nice finished like wooden ceiling with embedded LED lights. The LED lights would use a lot less power. And when you're on a solar setup, the less power that you can use, the better, especially for things like lights. So I want to put a really nice wooden ceiling in and embed the LED lights into the wood paneling if I can do that. And so that's one of the things I want to do. So we've got the ceiling, the countertop, and then last but not least, we are going to install an on-demand water heater that will pump to an external shower. So looking real forward to being able to take warm showers after a mountain bike ride when I'm out doing these camping events and traveling the way that I travel. Folks, that's it. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. I love y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Now, turn it off.